Hello, good morning, class. Yesterday we had seen the topic carbohydrates, and we came to know that carbohydrates are optically active polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxyketones, which give this on hydrolysis. Now, to make you understand, I have given you this structure and you have drawn it as well. This is glucose C6H12O6. This is fructose with the same molecular formula C6H12O6. They are called this glucose is called as polyhydroxy. Why it is called polyhydroxy? Because we have got 5 OH group, 1 2 3 4 5 OH group, so polyhydroxy aldehyde. So since it is I got an aldehyde group, so polyhydroxy, and they are optically active. Optically active means the carbon atom is attached to 4 other different groups. Say for example, if you consider this one, this carbon OH, this is aldehyde group, and this comes under the different group, so we can call this as carbon as chiral carbon or asymmetric carbon atom. So such kind of compounds will undergo optically active, that means it will rotate the plane polarized light. So similarly, if you see this fructose, in place of aldehyde we have got a ketone functional group in case of fructose, and we have got the polyhydroxy as well, okay, 5 OH group. So such kind of compounds are classified as carbohydrates. Now after this we have also seen this classification of carbohydrates, which I told you that we will discuss in the next class. So carbohydrates first can be classified as sugars and non-sugars. Non-sugars are also called as polysaccharides. Again, sugars can further classified into monosaccharides and oligosaccharides, and monosaccharides is further divided into aldoses and ketoses, and this oligosaccharides is further classified as disaccharide, trisaccharides, tetrasaccharides, like that. And the classification of non-sugar is classified as homopolysaccharides and heteropolysaccharides. So these are the general classification of carbohydrates. Now we need to see the important terms along with the definition and example. Sugars and non-sugars. What are sugars and non-sugar means? Sugars are the monosaccharides. Okay, we'll come to know what is monosaccharides. And oligosaccharides are crystalline solids. They are crystalline solids, soluble in water and sweet in taste. Therefore, they are known as sugars. Example, you can take it as glucose, sucrose. Okay. Next, non-sugars. Non-sugars are polysaccharides or amorphous solids which are insoluble in water and they are tasteless. They are called non-sugars. So based on the taste, we can see that they are also classified as sugars and non-sugars. Monosaccharides. They are the simplest carbohydrate that cannot be broken into smaller unit on hydrolysis. So monosaccharides are considered as the simplest carbohydrate which further cannot be broken down. Okay, say for example this carbohydrates, glucose and fructose, they are monosaccharides. They cannot be further broken down on hydrolysis. Aldoses means have an aldehyde group at one end. So aldo means aldehyde. So this monosaccharides which have got an aldehyde group, we call it as aldoses. Ketoses means have a keto group usually at carbon number 2. Carbon number 1 is this one, carbon number 2 is this one. So aldoses has got aldehyde at carbon number 1, this carbon number 1, and ketoses has got ketone functional group at 2. So they are aldoses and ketoses. Now more about idea about the aldoses and ketoses, how it is named. Say for example, different types of monosaccharides we can call. Carbon atom, if it is 3, then we can call it as triose. Tri stands for 3. And if it is aldehyde, we can call it as aldotriose. Just see, we have just added aldo for aldehyde, and if it is has got 3, triose. If it is ketone, ketotriose. For 4, similarly tetrose, general term, and if it is aldehyde, we call it as aldotetrose and ketotetrose for ketone 1. 5, pentose, aldopentose, ketopentose. For 6, hexose, aldohexose. That means the glucose can be called as aldohexose because we have got 6 carbon atom and we have got aldehyde, so aldohexose. And fructose can be called as ketohexose. Similarly, if you have got 7, heptose and aldoheptose and ketoheptose. So this is the general idea about how to name the monosaccharides if they have got this number of carbon atoms. Fine. Next classification, we have got oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. Oligosaccharides means the carbohydrates which can give 2 to 10 monosaccharides on hydrolysis. If it gives only one monosaccharide, then it will be classified as saccharides as monosaccharide, and if it gives the carbohydrate which gives 2 to 10, they are called as oligosaccharides, and if it gives you 2, then we call it as disaccharides. Example, sucrose, maltose and lactose. All these are example of disaccharides. Polysaccharide means, poly means many, so the carbohydrates which yield more number of monosaccharide units on hydrolysis. Example, starch, cellulose, glycogen. These are called as polysaccharides. These are called as polysaccharides. This is the example of oligosaccharides. Sucrose, the sucrose structure will look like this. This is for the lactose, and this for maltose. So these are disaccharides. All of them will give 2 monosaccharide units on hydrolysis. Next example of polysaccharides: starch, cellulose, glycogen. So these are the examples of polysaccharides. Polysaccharides. Next we have got reducing and non-reducing sugars. The saccharides which can reduce failing solution and tolerance reagent are called as reducing sugars. They have alpha hydroxyaldehyde or alpha hydroxyketone group. So the saccharides which can reduce failing solution and tolerance reagent, they are called as alpha hydroxy, or if they have got alpha hydroxyaldehyde or alpha hydroxyketone, they will undergo reducing. They will undergo reduced method. Example, all the monosaccharide and disaccharides except sucrose are reducing sugar, and the saccharides which do not reduce failing solution or tolerance reagent are called non-reducing sugars. Example, all the polysaccharides and sucrose are non-reducing sugar. So the general thing is that the sugars or the saccharides which reduce failing solution and tolerance reagent we call reducing sugar. Example, monosaccharides and disaccharides. And the saccharides which do not reduce failing solution or tolerance reagent are called non-reducing sugar. Example, polysaccharides and sucrose are non-reducing carbohydrates or sugars. Now, today's assignment, please write it down. I am going to dictate. So the first question is question number 1. Define carbohydrates. Define carbohydrates. Give examples. Next, number 2, classify carbohydrates. Okay, classify carbohydrates. So you need to show the classification. Next, number 3, what are sugars and non-sugars? Give examples. Question number 3, what are sugars and non-sugars? Give examples. Question number 4, define the following terms. Define the following terms with an example, with one example. Write down number 1, monosaccharides, disaccharides and polysaccharides. So define the following term with an example: monosaccharides, disaccharides and trisaccharides. And lastly, question number 5, I think. Yes, question number 5. Differentiate between reducing and non-reducing sugars. So complete this assignment. This will be assignment number 2. Complete this assignment and send it in my mail.